Hi, if you're an Aquarius born January 20th to February 18th, what can you expect for the month of June 2020? Let's tune in and find out. So Aquarius, I just see your mind working and creating and calibrating and just really assimilating information like nobody's business. So you have this capacity to just kind of take this and this and this and this and put it together and make magic where everybody's like, what the heck? So if you get an idea this month, flush it out, go for it, move through it, because there's something to it. You've got some genius things that are happening for you intellectually that other signs don't have. You have the capacity to see something that other people don't see, for change, for creation, and for money too. So, and whether you're hired as a consultant for like that, if you're not, you should be, because you could be hired easily for creation and making a difference for people. So I just see like you're on steroids with this capacity to create and generate and intellectualize and rip apart the compartments and put it back together in a whole new way that's really fluid and beautiful. People love it. So big month for you guys in being able to use those creative forces for the better. We have so much craziness happening with the astrology in terms of all the planetary movement. We have right now 5 planets that are retrograde. We have a 6th one about to go retrograde. Our lovely Mercury retrograde is going to happen June 17th to July 12th, right? And for 1 week, we'll have 6 planets retrograde, and then after that we'll have Venus, which is currently retrograde, going direct. It ends June 24th. So that 1 week there from June 17th to June 24th, we'll have 6 planets retrograde, which basically means a lot of slowdown, focused inward, focused on redoing projects, focused on recreating, focused on rebuilding, focused on all these things that we're being asked to let go of and to surrender and to look at differently. So that's really where we're meant to be spent. And then what's going to happen, we have 3 eclipses. The first one starting June 5th in Sagittarius and Gemini. Yes, Sagittarius and Gemini, but this was in Sagittarius. June 5th, it's a full moon lunar eclipse, which is like, eclipses are like full moons on steroids. They're just 3 times the strength, designed to kick us in the butt, to move us forward, to get things done. This is sudden endings. And then we have a new beginning with another eclipse June 21st in Cancer, and that's the ending of the Cancer Capricorn eclipses, right? Eclipses come in pairs every 6 months, and they do that for 18 months to 2 years. So we're at the end of this cycle of Cancer and Capricorn. Cancer being June 21st with a new moon eclipse, and then Capricorn ending that series July 4th and 5th with that eclipse. And I'm a little concerned about that, I'll be honest with you. Feeling into it, looking into it, in the US, I can just see this like explosion of energy. And so I'm a little concerned about it, around it being around the 4th of July with rioting and all those sorts of things. So please be careful, be mindful, be aware. Energies are up and out and intense during that time with that eclipse. And so I just want people to stay safe. Okay, let's move into the romantic relationship for you Aquarians. Okay, let's go there for Aquarius. There's a lot of excitement, and I see you so excited, but it annoys your partner a little bit. And so I just see you like being so excited and talkative and creative, and your partner's a little bit like, oh, again. So your partner's, you want a sounding board, and your partner's a little bit elusive or not really there for you. So I see this causing some frustration for you, that your partner is not exactly present to you. So the job is to have patience, and maybe use some of your other resources or friends for some of these ideas that you have, just like, they're permeating through you and flowing through you, and you've got to have somebody to share it with. And I feel like your partner is just a little bit like, enough. So maybe a little tension in the relationship over your enthusiasm or your excitement of what's happening for you in your life. However, they love you. And when Venus goes direct, you're going to feel it even more than you do now. and there's nothing wrong. So just have some patience with the relationship, and I think you're going to be fine. Be tender, ask for what you need, but don't expect it. That's kind of the message. And it is so temporary. And I definitely feel towards the end of end of June, the relationship opening up and just having more fun and more freedom. Okay. All right. Let's look at Aquarians who are single and looking for romance. You really want to focus on listening. Be careful, because you kind of be, effervescent. You can fly out there, right? And you can create, and you have to be a little more focused and be a little bit more of a good listener during this time period to attract the other person. Otherwise, I'm concerned that you're just, I don't want to use self-absorbed, but you're so excited about what's going on in your life that you're not really, you have the potential to not really connect with the other person. So really be mindful of asking questions and really be mindful of trying to understand the other person. And if you do that, then I think you can really create a new relationship with somebody, especially this latter part of June. In fact, you could even pull in somebody from an old relationship because of that Mercury retrograde too. So that whole end of June is a really good time, early July opportunity for you to have a new romantic partner. Okay, let's look at money and career for Aquarians. Just with money, have patience with yourself. I feel like you can get patience over, you can get too, it's so funny. I see you getting down and detailed with money, which doesn't really feel like that's normally you, but somehow it becomes you, where all of a sudden you're in depth. And I don't know if it's just the sake for winning an argument. I mean, it could be just with yourself, but it just feels like suddenly you're like, controlling money, which is not normally something you do, it feels like. Or there's something different about the energy here with you and money and control around money. And whether it's just you're trying to have more of it, or because of what's going on with the pandemic that you're becoming more anxious about it, I'm not sure. But let loose in terms of your energy around money. Be more pragmatic without the worry, and you're going to find more money coming in. It does feel like it's a tight time or a stressful time, but I do feel like you've got such a gift in communication that if you ask somebody for a loan or you ask somebody to invest in you, it's done. It happens. So if you're concerned about money, don't be, just ask for help and support and it will be there. All right, let's look at your career. Okay, well, we talked about that at the beginning. Like, I just see this explosion of communication, information, dialogue, download, map that's just stellar for your career, your life, or whatever it is you're working on is golden. And people are going to see it. People want to buy it. People want to buy into it. People want to buy into you. So if you're looking for a job, you'll get hired probably by many people. So don't undercut your value, but be careful with that, right? Because you also want to get hired. So there's a lot of opportunity for your career. You're like a magnet, and you've got this ability to activate it through change and through this creative force that's flowing through you. So amazing. All right, let's look at your health for Aquarians. Back is coming up, in particular spine, and this is about, holding yourself up and holding back. I see it more like a ballerina, very artful, very grounded, very open to the energy, but you can move, right? So if something's coming, you don't like it, you can move away. If it's something good, you can embrace it, you can lean in. So I just see this maneuverability, this flexibility with you and with what's coming at you with life. So don't shrink away. Don't be afraid of it. Meet it head on, and you'll know when to move. You'll know when to get out of the way, right? So just stay fluid with it, with whatever's coming towards you, whether it's a relationship, whether it's a career conversation, whether it's a child, whether it's your, as somebody from your past, a family member who's upset with you right now, whatever it is, you can manage it. You can manage the energy. If you start to worry or tense up too much, you might get some tension or some back pain in the back, or you could pull a muscle. So see a chiropractor. I know a lot of them, especially here in LA, are still seeing people. They're considered essential. So, or a massage therapist. I'm not sure about those people, if they're considered essential or not, those types of healers. But do yoga. There's things that you can do at home to take care of your back. But it's about being in the flow. That's what it's about. So stay in the flow. When you're in the flow, you know exactly how to maneuver, and to accept the change that's coming, because change is coming for all of us. It is here. All right, Aquarians, thank you so much for viewing and liking and sharing my intuitive astrology. If I didn't tell you, please go to my daughter's. She's got a new Instagram account called Angry Moon Sad Sun. She does astrology there. I think you'll love it. It's different than my astrology. She's trained in that direction of astrology, and she's intuitive as well. But so she puts out information around the planets and what's happening and how it can affect us and what we need to do. So she's very on time with each of those things as they happen, as opposed to a more generalized reading, intuitive reading that I'm doing for you. So completely different slant. You might enjoy it. So go check her out, Angry Moon Sad Sun. All right, you guys, thank you so much. Have an amazing day. Thank you so much for viewing and liking and sharing my intuitive astrology, and I hope to see you soon.